Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Crazy Within talk show. I am your host, the Crazy Coach Cynthia Robinson, and I am so excited to have you here tonight. We are going to be talking about a major event that's going to take place, and it's going to be virtual. And I'm going to be in it. So I'm excited about it, and I'm excited. With the young lady that will be coming on shortly to talk about her event and other things that she does, because not only does she do events, but she also is an author. She is a publisher, and we're going to be talking about all that. So I hope you guys are prepared. We are going to have a wonderful time in the Lord on tonight. So before we begin this show, as I always do, I like to open up with prayer. So we're going to pray first, and then I'm going to read uh, my guest bio, and hopefully she will be here, and then we can start talking about this wonderful event that's going to take place. So first, let's begin with prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank and praise you. We give you all the glory and the honor on today, Lord. We ask you to bless this on today, Lord. We ask that we decrease as you increase, Lord. Let the words be healing to my sisters and brothers. I know that what we're going to be talking about is women empowerment, but I also want to leave a place for the men that will be empowered and enlighten themselves on today, and hopefully be able to hear something from the Lord that will help them and help their families and their sisters, and hopefully give us an opportunity where we all can come together. So, Lord, right now, I thank you and I praise you for this. And I ask you in the precious name of Jesus to bless this show and to bless everyone that will participate in this show. And I will never fail to give you the glory and the honor and the praise in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. So we're going to start with, I am going to read my co-host bio, and it goes as such. Her name is Charnell Williams, and her bio is this: I am a wife, a mother, author, radio show host, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and grandmother. Born and raised in the projects in Newark, New Jersey. I have two children, one living and one passed away from leukemia back in 2005, 2 days after his 12th birthday. I started my own publishing company in 2016 called and I may be saying this right, Sure She Publishing Company, LLC. I have so much to give to others. I was nominated twice in 2015 and 2016 for my writings with the Monroe Community Image Awards, NPA. I have done several speaking engagements. I will continue telling my story to inspire others. I started in 2017 putting together my first You Are Not Alone Women Empowerment Luncheons, which will also motivate and inspire people. Now on the fourth one, I love helping others. That's why I do what I do. I also host a podcast called Let's Talk To on Facebook Live. I am on a mission to grow my company and turn my first book into a movie. We'll talk about that too. And I want to thank all of my supporters. And so, having said all that, let's bring our co host on, Miss Charnell Williams. Why isn't it popping up? All right, there we go.
All right. Hello,
All
hello,
right.
hello.
Hey, fantastic. And I'm so excited to have you here. Me and you have so much in common. So this is going to be an easy talk, an easy read. We have so much in common. And just go through your bio on the things that we have so much in common. Both of
Hmm.
us are wives. We're both mothers. We're both authors. We both, well, I would say we are talk show hosts.
Yes. Yes.
We are talk show hosts. We're both entrepreneurs. We both have our
Yes.
own respective businesses. We're both motivational speakers, and we're both grandmothers.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, we're part of Grandma Club.
Yes.
That's one of the best clubs. The next thing is that we both are born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Oh my gosh, like yes, Southport all day, Brick City all day,
Yes, yes,
Brick City all day.
yes.
So I'm excited about that. The other thing is that of my children, one of my children died when he was 2. He died from cardiac arrest
Mm,
on Thanksgiving 2000. Sorry, Thanksgiving 1988. He died.
wow.
So dealing with the passing of a child is very traumatic, and I like the fact that, and I think when I first met you, we talked about the memorial that you do for your son every
Yes,
year.
yes,
Because I came
yes.
and the first time I met you because I came and I participated in one of your virtual book fairs that you had at
The
North.
library, the
Yes,
library, Washington Street in Newark, New Jersey.
yes. So that was the first time we met, and you were talking about that and how important that is to you. Can you give everybody a little background on on the um on the memorial that you do for him, where it's done, and just
Yes,
a little
yes, sure. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on your show. First of all, thank you for that. And I read your bio and I was like, oh, North New Jersey in the house. So I was happy for that because I never knew. So I was happy for
oh
that when I think, yes, North New Jersey. So about my son passed away from leukemia. He got diagnosed when he was 11.
yeah. Oh
He
wow.
passed away 2 days after his 12th birthday, December the 18th.
Wow.
So it was hard for me as a mother losing a child,
Hmm.
so I understand everybody pain who lost a child. I really understand, even though they didn't come from no gunshot in, but we still lost a child no matter
Right.
what.
Right.
So I understand that. So it was in 2005. A piece of my heart will never be filled. Because the piece is missing because of him. So they named Branchford Park after him, and I know you know Branchford Park if you're from Newark, New Jersey.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
the kids' playground, Branchford Park, is named called the Shaquille Williams Playground.
Okay.
So every year we get together, except last year. And you know what? It's funny because me and my husband was just talking about it today. Is we going to do it this year or not? Because we was
Okay.
just talking about it. But we do it every year. We
Hmm.
have a big gathering at the park in memorial of my son, and we give away. Vendors come, they give away book bags. It's for the kids.
All
Book
right.
bags, food. We do food. We have singers. We have it's a big ball. We have fun,
That's
and it
wonderful.
lasts all day. It's an all day event.
Oh
So if
wow.
you ain't coming for all day and sit down and bring your chair and relax, you know, so that's what you have to do. So it's an all day event, and we was gonna have it last year, but this pandemic took us. We couldn't have it. Everything was closed down. So now, we wondering should we have it this year? It's just a hard decision to make. So and I just want to thank everybody all year since 2006 we've been having it. So, and I want to thank everybody who's been participating in this event with us.
Oh, thank. All right. Well, I don't know when you're going to have your. Do you have
We
it
have it every August, in
every
August,
August? Oh yeah.
like the end of August.
Not this. Not for me. Not this year. I'm leaving
Hmm.
Brick City, in
Oh,
August.
okay.
I'm transporting myself down to Florida. So
Oh, okay.
maybe, no, not maybe. I'm definitely going. But for some reason, every time I leave Jersey, I wind up coming right back. So I'm
Mm.
hoping this time it doesn't happen
Oh, you
because
talking about leaving for good?
for good.
Oh, okay,
Good.
okay,
For good. But
okay.
maybe I can still participate. We'll talk about it. And even if I don't do it, if you guys do it,
Uh
um,
huh.
with everything still going on next year, I can come
Right,
up and participate.
right,
That would be
right.
great.
I
That
would
would
love that. I would love it.
So now we want to talk about the author. I want you to
Mm.
tell everybody, what books, um, what books have you written? What were your books about? I do know that you have one book on here that I saw, and it was about your son. So could you tell everybody about the books that you have written? Because I also want to talk about the publisher part of you, but I want to talk
Okay.
about the author first.
Okay, now this a decision. I wrote my first book. That's my baby. No matter how many books I have, the first book, What Do a Mother Do? The Shaquille Williams story is about my son. You know, a mother, you know, watching her son, you know, illness and, you know, going through this leukemia situation. And, you know, I seen all aspect of him. When he was vomiting, when he was throwing up blood, I seen it all, losing his hair. So I wanted to write a book and let people know, you know, what do a mother do? You understand what I'm saying? Because we hopeless, we helpless, we can't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to do something, but you can't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, a nurse was taking care of him, came up to me the same day of his funeral. We was in a hallway walking out, and she said, Charnel, I know this is a sad occasion, but I might not never see you again. So she said, I think you should turn your story into a book.
Oh, wow.
So I said, a book. I didn't know nothing about no book, no publishing. I didn't know nothing. So she said, turn your story in a book. Because she's seeing that when I was in the hospital, I used to keep a journal of everything that goes on with him, the medicine they take. You know, I used to put it on the, you know, keep dates and stuff. So if he vomit on June the 28th, I write it down at what time. You understand what I'm saying? So she knew I was doing all this. And she said, and that's when she told me. And then I was in a book. Then I talked to my husband. And I was like, she just told me to write a book. So I was like, I don't know nothing about where to start, where to do. But then it kept coming to me. You know, I left it alone. The funeral was over and done with. Like 2 weeks later, I was like, I think I could tell my story. I think I can do it. So I asked my husband, he was like, do it. And then I was like, but where do I start from? And that's why I understand first-time authors, because I was a first-time author. Like, where do I start from? So I started doing research and research. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I got to name my book. I got to do this. I found me a publishing company. I found the publishing company, and I just did it. And I just told my story as a mother. What did I go through as watching my son fight cancer? Unfortunately, he passed away. So, and I would think it was very important because I got so much response. Like I never knew, like I had so many response about the book, like mothers who lost their kid. You know, one mother wrote me, the son was 6-year-old who drowned in a pool. You understand? I was getting response and I didn't know it was going to impact like that.
Right.
And remind you, I didn't know nothing about writing. I didn't know nothing. So then for me to impact people sending me emails, hitting me on Facebook and doing all this, I was like, oh, I'm reaching people.
Right.
I'm reaching people, and that's what I wanted to do, reach people. So that was my first book. That's going to always be my first book. That's my baby. I love that story. So if y'all haven't got out and get it, please go get What Do a Mother Do? The Shaquille Williams story. And that's the book. If you just read my bio, that's the book I would love to see a movie of.
Oh, wow.
I would love to turn that book into a movie.
Okay. All right. Do you know Leslie Green?
Leslie, no, not offhand.
Okay.
No.
Leslie Green, where I've been trying to get with her to turn my book, I Am Leah, into a movie. So she is a screenwriter. She has put out movies, and you might want to reach out to her.
Oh, okay. Let me write her name down. You said Leslie Green?
Yes, Leslie Green, and see if maybe you two could get together about writing that book. I mean, writing that play.
Yeah, we're writing a movie. I want a movie for my son book, but I want a play for my book called I'm White, He's Black. I got two series, part 1, part 2. And I would love to turn that into a play. So one book, I want a movie, and the other 2 books, I just want to play, a stage play. So I'm working on it. I don't know nobody. I've been reaching out to different people. So one day, you know, it's in God's hands. I just got to sit back and be patient.
Okay. So besides for being an author, we also have somebody who is a publisher. And as someone who's an author who thinks about maybe publishing her own books, you know, especially being, for those of you who don't know, a lot of us are independent writers. We don't have these big publishing houses who publish our books. We publish them on our own, because I don't know about you, but I know for me, besides for the big publishing house not even looking at you unless you already have a following,
Right.
they charge so much money to
Right.
publish your book that it makes it almost to the point that even though you may have a wonderful story, a story that needs to be told, a lot of times it can't be told if you go to these big publishing houses. Because unless you like Steve Harvey, Martha Stewart, one of them, they don't even think about you. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you got started, but could you tell me a little bit about your experience as a publisher?
As me being a publisher,
Yes.
my experience, I wanted to help. I never thought about being a publisher either. Remind you, I never thought about writing a book. I never thought about being a publisher. As you know, I have my own talk show called Let's Talk Too.
Right.
So I had so many people on, like authors, a lot of authors on, and then they was telling me like, Charnel, start your own publishing company. You know, you got the followers, you got, you know, you can do it. People asking you questions on your show, you know, you can do it. So I was like, oh, my own publishing company. So then I talked to my husband again, like, what do you think about a publishing company? So it's just like I had to research the publishing company. But
Oh.
my thing is, when I was with a publishing company with my first book, I knew that with my publishing company, I wanted to be special. I didn't want it to charge them high price, like 5,000, 6,000.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I'm from North and we struggled. And I wanted to keep it on that limitation. You
Right, right.
understand what I'm saying? I didn't want nobody to want to publish a book and have to publish and tell their story, but didn't have the money to pay their car note, they rent. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I wanted to keep it like that. So my experience, I said, I'm coming out and I'm going to help others. I'm going to help others get their stories out. And I'm not going to charge a lot of money to do it. I'm not going to charge a lot of money because I was there. I know how that feels. You know, I had the one time I had to just not, I think it was my car note, like, because I was paying payments at this publishing company. And they was like, you have to pay, you have to pay. So I ain't pay my car note that month so I can, because I really wanted my book. You know, we want our book out, first time author.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we sacrifice. We sacrifice.
Yes, you do.
And that's one thing I don't want my clients to do is sacrifice, have to sacrifice. That's why I made payment plans for my company.
Okay.
So they won't have to sacrifice because I've been there. And I love what I do. And I don't want to take it granted of somebody because I know how I feel when you saving pennies, living paycheck to paycheck, but you want something, but you can't get it because your light bill got to be paid, your car note, your rent. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm there for you. I'm here.
And I want people to know that for those of you who are thinking about becoming an author, or maybe you have, I know that for a lot of us, we sit on the book. We get the book, we wrote it, we've rewritten it, had somebody else to go through it, you know, edit it for us, and the book is sitting in the computer. The book, you know, you may even have gone as far as I have done, where I have actually gotten the book cover. I did all that. And then the book just sits in the computer because you financially, you can't do it at that moment. And I just want to say that you now have an opportunity. Here is a publisher who's saying to you that, you know, even if right now, maybe it would be a stretch, but you can still probably pull it off. You reach out to me and I can help you publish your book, and it's not going to cost your arm and a leg, because I can honestly tell you, when you're talking about going to these big publishing houses, just to get in the door, you're talking about $10,000 coming out of your pocket. Because if you're not already known, famous, they just don't look at you that way. They don't look at you as an investment. They look at you as a liability, and they're hoping you're going to do something. And a lot of times your book never even gets published through them. It was sitting right there in their office on their thing. Or when you come in and they talk to you, they tell you, you know, that this isn't really for us, you know. And so, you know, you have an opportunity to work with a publisher who will honestly be there for you and help you and get you through the public, because it is, I want to say, as somebody who's done 5 books, it's a work. and it is it can be difficult sometimes. Sometimes you're not with the right person to help you
Mm.
push your book out, and you need to work with somebody who can help you, somebody that's going to stay on top of you and be like, look, you said
And
you
I do that.
you told me you were gonna have those pages for me. I still haven't seen them. They're not in my email. What's going on? And I work with you with your cover and all that other stuff. And so please, if you're really looking to publish your book, here's a sister right here who is a publisher, and not just a publisher, is somebody who's published people books. She knows what it's like to be on the other side, to be the writer,
Right.
to do the
Right.
creative part, what it's like to be an author. So you have an opportunity to talk with her, get to see if you two will be a good fit, if it's going to be a good match, because everybody's not for you. I will honestly
Right.
say that everybody's
Right.
not for you, and
Right.
you should take your time to get to know who it is that you say you want to be a part of, because when she becomes your publisher, she becomes a part of your business.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you have the right support, because being an author is a business.
Right.
Because once your book is published, now you have to go sell it. And so
Right.
it is
You have, and you know what, Cynthia, that's what I tell my clients, and I tell all my clients. Just the beginning. Your
yes,
book published, that's just the beginning. Now
yes,
you got to really put in the work. You have to go promote it. You have to go to events. You have to do things. People want to see the writer out there, not the publisher. They
right,
want to see the writer.
right.
So I tell my clients all the time, just the beginning. Your book is published. Now what you want to do next?
Exactly.
Promote.
That's
You
right.
have to promote.
And you have to promote, and you have to promote yourself. Actually, you should be promoting your book before it even comes out. You should be
Amen.
letting people doing little drops
Amen.
of what's going to be coming out. This is what I'm doing, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
You could do it 2 months out, like this is what I'm doing, yada yada yada. You want to
Yeah.
pre-order, that way you can start getting in some money. Especially if you're already known, people will start giving you money towards your new venture, and then you probably won't have to shell out as much money as you think.
Yeah.
Especially now in this time where we don't have the big book fairs, and you're not doing that. A lot of stuff is done online, and so you really have to push just a little bit harder on doing being a hopefully becoming an author and writing
Right.
your books. And there are different types of books, and we won't get into all that because we'll be here all night. And two authors, we'll be here all night. But I want to talk to you, and I want to give a lot of time to this, because I know this is one of your major events for the year, and I didn't know this until I read your bio, that you do this every year.
Yes.
It's not that I haven't seen it, because I have seen it before, but I did not know that you do it every year, and
Yeah.
that is that you are going to do a Woman Empowerment Conference luncheon.
Yeah.
You're having a conference luncheon, and I want you to tell everybody basically from the beginning until now what this conference means, what it's about, what are you expecting from the conference this year with everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, from the beginning, how I got how I got started. I wanted to be in other people's conferences. I wanted to tell my story about my son, the death of my son, and everything.
Okay.
But then I got so many inboxes. Facebook people got so many inboxes. It's like, why are you asking people about, do they need any speakers? Won't you just start your own conference?
Wow.
Start your own conference. So, again, I had to think and be like, my own conference. Who going to help me? Who going to do this? Who going to do that? I had to reach out, put a thing on. But, I love hearing stories. Like so many stories that women and men too, but it's been so far women at my conference. Like women have so many stories you wouldn't believe that people go through.
Yes, yes.
My first conference was in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
So yes, and NJIT, Newark, New Jersey, NJIT.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, I called around and I had to find a booking venue. It was driving me crazy because I didn't know nothing. Because this is my first conference.
Right.
I started asking people to speak at my conference. People flew in from down Florida, from South Carolina,
Wow.
North Carolina, from Maryland. They came in. You know, all the speakers came. We got together and we had a ball. But you know what hit me, Cynthia?
What's
When
that?
one of the speakers said, Sharnel, I'll see you next year.
Oh, wow.
I said, next year? I wasn't even thinking. I was like, next year? I wasn't even thinking about next year. Then I was like, then I told my husband, I was like, he was like, well, maybe they trying to tell you something. They want you to have it again. You
Right.
know,
Right.
people who don't say anything to you and just see you and say, okay, bye, but they really enjoyed themselves. So they want to come back. And they did come back. You understand? I had it again. The
All
second one, they came back. The third one I had in Mount Pocono, where I live at, in the Poconos.
right.
So this one I was going to have in Atlantic City, but postponed because of pandemic. So
Right.
now I just said we're going to do a virtual, and guess who's going to be a part of it?
Ooh.
Cynthia Robinson.
We'll talk about that tip. Well, can you tell us a little bit, besides for myself being blessed to be a part of this, who else is a part of the lineup?
Okay, Dr. Rain. I hope I ain't saying nobody's name right wrong. Dr. Lorraine is a part of it. Let me see. Ebony Smith. I don't know if you know Ebony Smith. Who else? Dawn Benjamin. I just got to think. Dawn Benjamin. Wait, I got to get my list out if you don't mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want to leave nobody out, and then they be like, "Why you left me out?" Okay, so who's going to be a part of it? It's going to be a lot of us. It's like 8 of us now, and I think it's what 8 or 9 or 10 of us. It's
Yeah.
going to be Michelle Catino.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Tamika House. It's going to be Janisha Morton, Dawn Benjamin. Like I said, Nanette, but can't pronounce her name. Budgeman, Nanette.
Okay.
It's going to be Elma Thomas. She's one of my clients. It's going to be Niaja Strahan. If I say her name, I might be saying names mixed up. And you also, and Dr. Lorraine, which I said, Lady Lorraine, I said already. Mm-hmm. So it's like 9, 10. It's going to be like 11 of us.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like 11 of us.
Okay.
And we're going to have fun. I'm going to give away prizes. But what this means to me is people, I call it inspiring. Oh, people telling their stories, which will inspire other people to do what they should have did or what they was thinking about doing. You know, empowerment. You know, sometimes people need that kick to go forward. Some, and like we talked about earlier, you said people sit on books. Yeah. I know this lady, she said she was writing for 15 years until she got with my company. 15 years. You know, so some people do need that kick, you know, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, because you need to get motivated. Some people need that motivation. You understand what I'm saying? So my empowerment, I'm telling everybody to register, get your tickets now. You don't want to miss this one. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be on May the 8th, live on Zoom, giveaways. And plus the most important thing is we're going to empower somebody. If I can just reach one person that day, I'm good.
That's good.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I want people to understand how important this is, especially now with everything that's going on in the world. The lineup is, I can say this with confidence, is all Black women. This lineup is all Black women. And at a time where we in our community are suffering with the constant deaths that we are seeing, it is rapid. And as mothers who have lost children, I cannot imagine I lost my child at 2 from something that was so rare. It was a virus that attacked his heart, made his heart twice the size of his body. He could barely walk, he could barely breathe. And for the last 2 weeks of his life, he was on a ventilator and in a drug-induced coma, because when they did allow him to wake up, he cried the whole time because the pain was just too enormous for him. He would have needed a heart transplant. And so I cannot imagine being a mother. You've watched your child grow up. You've seen them past 2, you've seen them past 12. And here they are, and somebody decides, not because they did anything wrong, or even if they did something wrong, it didn't require for you to be, jailer, judge, and executioner. And take their lives. I cannot imagine being that mother. And my heart goes out to all those women who are dealing with that.
Yes.
They need empowerment. They need enlightenment on how to walk through this. And as women, we should support one another. I heard a woman say, why do women keep tearing each other down? And I know I can speak from this because, as Crazy Coach Cynthia Robinson, the self-love specialist, the reason that women tear each other down is because we don't like our own selves. When I love me,
yes,
I'm not going to knock you. I may not like some of the things that you do, but I'm going to respect you as a person. And if I really say I love you, then I'll help you get up. But what I'm not going to do is keep kicking you down while you're down. Right. And I think that as women, we have to learn how to love one another up instead of knocking each other down. So I think this conference is going to be, and I'm calling it a conference. I know it's a luncheon. I'm sorry, because it's doing
well, you can call it a conference now, because the luncheon, we was going to be in Atlantic City eating, but now we ain't going to be eating. So.
But this conference is going to be wonderful. And I love the title, You Are Not Alone. And I think that a lot of people, especially now with COVID, and we're coming out of it. I thank God for that. We are coming out of it. But a lot of people felt alone. You go alone. Right. A lot of us cannot go a long period of time and not have somebody around us, hugging us, kissing us, loving on us.
Right.
We need that affection and that love. And since we're coming out of this is a great opportunity for us to support one another. And I know that I'm familiar with a couple of people at the conference, but I'm not familiar with everybody. So this gives me an opportunity, as I said, not only to meet some wonderful women, but also possibly have some co-hosts for my show to come on and talk about what they're doing and support women beyond the luncheon. Empowering women beyond the luncheon. And so for all of you who are listening, whether you're listening now, you're going to listen in the replay, I want you to take that opportunity to really think about, what are you doing on May the 8th? If you're not doing anything, and I don't say you have to do 4 hours. I know that sometimes, you feel like, I know for me, I have to work that day, but I've already let it know I'm going to be late. I already told God I'm not playing with him this year. I believe God gave me a second chance, and I want to take advantage of it. I had COVID and laying in my bed and feeling like I couldn't breathe. And thank God I never had to go to the hospital. I never had to get on a ventilator. But at the same time, it didn't change the fact that I just felt like I couldn't breathe. And once I could breathe on my own again, I could walk. At that moment, I said to God, I'm going to give you 100%. Whatever door is open, I'm walking through that door. And God has not let me down ever since then. And I said, God, I want to go into ministry full time. And I believe this is my ministry, to empower women to go out there and do what God called you to do. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. We don't have time. The harvest, I talked about this on my Freedom Friday. The harvest is plentiful. There are a lot of people who are hungry for some type of word, something to inspire them, encourage them, make them feel good about themselves. And you have that word in your mouth and you're not speaking.
Right.
For the fear that somebody, they ain't gonna like what I say. Everybody ain't gonna like what you say.
Amen.
Because you ain't for everybody.
Amen. Amen.
People, be there for them. Be there for them. Because I always say, I never got saved going to church. It was a woman. I was sitting on the bus stop. I will never forget this. Right there in Maplewood. You know what I'm talking about. The bus stop right there at the terminal. Springfield Avenue. And I'm sitting there, and this older lady walks past me, and she hands me that track. She said, God bless you, baby. I went home and read that track, and I got saved that day.
Oh, wow.
Now, this happened to me. I was about 19 years old, but I had been in the church since I was 13. But salvation didn't hit me till I was 19. And it didn't even take that long. It took a track. Somebody has to speak something to you.
Right. That's amen for that.
God bless you, baby.
Yes.
So I want to say to all of you out there that are watching, and thank God for everybody that's watching, I just want to say to you tonight, if you don't have anything going on, this event takes place on May the 8th between 12 and 4:30. Take your opportunity to say to yourself, you know what? I need this. I'm coming out of something. I need to be encouraged. There's a woman who's going to be there, and I may not know who she is, but she's going to speak a word of life for me. And I need to hear that word. I want you to take that seriously. Somebody's going to speak a word of life to you on that day, and you need to be there. Don't take it lightly. Don't think like, oh, maybe. No. Don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly, because that'll be the word that pushes you along, that gives you that encouragement to keep going, or plant a seed, or water the seed that's already planted. But you need to be at this conference. Now, can you tell? I know you have a keynote speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about the keynote speaker?
Oh my God, what can I not say about Dr. Lady Rain? Dr. Lady Rain is signed to my publishing company. She's the first person who believed in my publishing company, to tell you that.
Wow.
She's the first person that believed and said, Charnel, I've been waiting on this book. I've been writing this book. I'm coming to you to publish it.
All right.
And she's been with me ever since.
All right.
Ever since. She I met her in the Poconos. She do like that's why the Image Awards, she did the Image Awards.
Oh, okay.
In the Poconos.
Okay.
And I met her through that. And ever since then, I done published her book. We talk, you know, she's a good supporter. I mean, she's a good supporter. You understand what I'm saying? She's doing big things too. She got her own radio show up. I hope I say it right. Praise FM. You know, on Thursday mornings at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It depends on what time zone you live in. But she's incredible. She is so, you know, and I chose her to speak because she been through a lot, and she has a lot going on. And for most of all, she's a real businesswoman. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? She's a businesswoman, and I just love her. And not just because she signed to my publishing company, because she keep it real. You know, when you have that honesty, that vibe with somebody, you know, you don't want to lose it, because she's a real person. She's real. Dr. Lady Rain is real. And I can't wait for y'all to hear her speak. And I don't want to give anything away, but I'm not, I'm trying to think, is she a minister or not? I don't know yet, because I seen something, but she going to give it to y'all. That's all I can say. Sit back and hold your seat, and maybe get you some water or something to drink, because she going to say it like it is.
All right.
You know, she's a good speaker. She got a lot going on too. A lot going on. So I just love Dr. Lady Rain. I love her.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I know that it is just going to be such a blessing to everybody who will be coming to it and who will support it. Now, say you can't come, like you're not available for whatever reason. Can they still support?
Yes, they could support. I'm selling T-shirts. I'm selling bags. I'm selling mugs with "You Are Not Alone" Women's Empowerment Luncheon logo on it.
Okay.
A couple of people, I want to shout out to the couple of people who purchased it this weekend. Thank you so much, because they was honest, and they said they couldn't make it, but they want to do something to help support it. And that's what they did. They purchased the shirt. And, you know, just go on the website. I don't know if you got the website, but go on the website.
I'm getting ready to get it right now. I want to get all that information now. So you keep talking. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, just go on the website. You know, it's some like good speakers. I have a couple of ladies that's speaking that was on my show, Let's Talk To podcast. So, I met a lot of people. I do book fairs. I let a lot of people buy doing book fairs. So, it's just wonderful how all of us come together with no nonsense. No nonsense.
Yes.
It's just on positive. We want positivity. If you don't have no positivity, don't even sign on that day. don't even come. Don't even come to the venue. Don't come. Because this is all about positivity. And that's what I want. And that's why I bring all us women together, because we have to come together. If we don't come together, who won't come together for us?
Right.
We got to stop talking down on one another.
Absolutely.
And I don't know where that come from, because I ask people, people be so, I don't know if it's jealousy or whatever it is, but we need to put it to a stop.
Yes.
We need to put it to a stop, and we need to all come. Like some people, like when I be doing my research and stuff, some people won't even share. Like I ask them a question, they're like, they don't want to share nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, come on now, share. Somebody had to share it with you, even though you do research, but something you can't research, or everything you can't research. Somebody has to tell you about that.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this powerful woman, I just hope it brings everybody together. We come together as one.
Yes.
We come together as one. And I hope a lot of people take away from what each individual are speaking about. Because the topic is called It's Okay. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay that your car got repossessed. It's okay that you lost your house.
Absolutely.
It's okay. It's okay. The materialistic. It's okay. But what's the main thing? You are still here. God woke you up this morning. You understand what I'm saying? So all that is okay, and that's what the topic. And I love that topic. It's okay. It's okay to say no. You can say no. Everybody say no. You understand? Sometimes you have to say no. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay to say no. What's going to happen if you say no? Nothing. Say no. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes when you do say no, you're just taking that lift off your shoulder, because you're so used to saying yes, 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 yes. It's okay to say no. Say no, everybody. No, it's okay. So, and I just want to have fun. I just want to bring women together. I want you to tell your story. Everybody will tell their story, and hope people take away from, what because some people do need that push. And I hope that day, May the 8th, somebody will get that push.
I agree 100%. And I have said this so many times that women, especially women, men, I think it comes comfortable for them to say no. Men may not say no to their mamas, but they'll say pretty much no to anybody else. But women, to say no, it is difficult for us, because we've been taught that it's for you to be nice, you have to say yes to everybody, and that we have to be people pleasers, and that we try. And I just want to say, stop it. That is not true. You can't say no, yes to everybody and everything, because as I said earlier, everybody and everything ain't for you.
For you.
So,
yeah.
If you're saying yes to everybody, then who how do you tell the difference between those that are with you and those that are against you? So it's okay. I like that topic. It's okay. It is. It's okay. And I think going through the coronavirus that we've been through, we're going through upheaval. If people possibly could be losing their homes, we're going to be going through people losing. People have already mass job loss. Major companies saying, "Oh, we could work with just one person. I don't need three." Oh, okay. Let's just get rid of people. Get rid of their whole, got rid of the whole job crew and everything. It is okay to not be okay right now.
Right.
It's okay to take a pause for the cause and say, I'm hurting right now.
Right.
I'm in pain. Be honest. Because I think that when we lie to ourselves, that's crazy. Come on, this is Crazy Coach talking. When you lie to yourself, you lie to your very existence. You lie to you and say to you, you're okay, when you know you're not okay.
Not okay. Right.
How you expect anybody to help you? You got to be honest with you first, that I'm not okay. my feelings are hurt, or my spirit is hurt, my soul is hurt, wherever the hurt is, you have to acknowledge it. And once you acknowledge it, then you can begin to work on it. But if you never acknowledge it and you're just walking around with that, oh, everything's fine, I'm highly favored and blessed of the Lord. If you're just walking around like that all that day, even God is looking at you and going, baby, you're not okay.
When you get behind closed doors, you breaking down.
Yes.
But in the public, you smiling,
right,
like you're so happy. You have to. I'm telling you, y'all, if y'all people you listening, it's okay to say no.
Yes.
It's okay. To take a break. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? And I love that topic too, because I wrote this book in one of my own books anthology, Live, Laughter, Love. I might be saying the titles mixed up, but it's Live, Laughter, Love. In my short story, I write about it's okay. You understand it's okay to say no to your family. It's okay to say no to your husband, your son. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? And if y'all read that book, pick that book up, Live, Laughter, Love. I think that's the correct title. It's okay. The 3 ingredients. It's called the 3 ingredients. Live, Laughter, Love. And my story is about it's okay. It's okay to say no. Don't be scared to say no to somebody, because you lifting a burden off your shoulder. If you saying yes, and you really don't want to do it, but you saying yes because you're a people pleaser. What you call them? A people pleaser, right? You trying to please somebody. That's not good. That's not good for you. You understand what I'm saying? So come listen. Come May the 8th. Make arrangements. May the 8th. You don't even got to stay on all day. Come in and out if you want to. But please at least come on and listen to one of the speakers. I'm going to be speaking at 12 o'clock. So please come on and listen to one of the speakers. And, I want everybody to get something out of it. We're going to be giving away giveaways. We can't eat the food. Well, we could eat the food if you're cooking it at your house. But we ain't going to have no food to serve,
Right.
So it's going to be fun.
Make your own lunch, get comfortable.
That's right. Get comfortable.
Sit down and come to the Zoom and enjoy yourself. Get fed more than one way on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
Get fed more than one way. Come and get fed, mentally, emotionally, physically. Bring your own food. You might get fed financially. Somebody may speak a word, and that's going to change your finances.
Right.
You don't know how you're going to get fed that day, but the luncheon, you're going to get fed. So you need to come on in here, enjoy it, get fed, get some word, get some encouragement, get some enlightenment.
And that's what I'm about to say. You're going to get fed with word of empowerment. The power of these women is going to feed you on May the 8th, starting at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
So, just come register, and you must register. You must register. It's only $15. And you know why I charge $15? Because I'm purchasing the giveaways. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I charge the $15, the registering fee, because I got a lot of giveaways.
Even though it's a virtual
right.
There isn't a charge.
right. It's just come out and have, come out. And then the good thing about it is all about networking too. We ain't talk about networking. It's all about these ladies that gonna be on, when they walk out of this or turn their TV or phone off, they're gonna reach out to somebody that was talking.
Absolutely.
Guarantee you.
I already know.
Yes.
You said it's going to be 11. Okay, you done came on already. So I have 9 more women that I'm going to have on. So I already know that. I ain't even worried about that. I already got, I'm done.
Right. So it's going to be great, and we're going to support one another.
Absolutely.
We have to stay in and support one another, because that's what it's based on. Support one another. You do something with your business. I think Nanetta, I hope I'm saying your name right. She owns her own magazine. She's an author too. Plus she owns her own magazine. You understand what I'm saying? We all need to come together and help one another.
Absolutely.
And support one another. And that's, to me, is so important, to support one another. Just support one another. You don't got to sign with my publishing company, but if you know somebody who's writing a book and want to write a book, tell them about Charnel Publishing. You understand what I'm saying? It's just 1, 2, 3 easy steps how you can support somebody. You don't have to support somebody all the time with money, money, money.
Right.
Mouth for word of mouth. You can support somebody like that.
Yeah.
Tell somebody about Cynthia Robinson show. That's word of mouth. That's support. That's another way you can support.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying? So everybody don't think it's all about money, because it's not. You can support in other ways too.
Absolutely. And I'm just typing in your publishing company, but it's important that we support one another.
Right.
Because we all are out here trying to make the world a better place.
Yes.
And if you are looking to encourage women, inspire them, enlighten them, energize them, help them to get where they want to go, you're the type of woman I want to deal with. And I want to work with you, and I want to support you. And if supporting you means bringing you on my show for an hour where you can talk about your book, talk about your business, talk about your testimony, your mission, your vision, whatever it may be, maybe even a problem that we could talk about, that I can bring on people, if not just me, but bring on people who can help you.
Right.
It's supporting my community, because I always believe that when you heal a woman, you heal the community.
Yes. Amen.
Because we are the community. We are the bulk of the community most of the time. In the churches, it was us.
Right.
Taking care of the children, it's us.
Right.
Even in the business world, it is us. And so when we begin to go in and work with one another, support one another, encourage one another, inspire one another, you see another sister doing something, instead of getting jealous, find out what she did.
Right.
Why don't you start doing that? What made you get to that? What made you write that book? What made you start that business? What made you start cooking for everybody? What made you decide that you wanted to work in a hospital and now you're running the hospital? Ask the questions. Ask the questions. Instead of looking at them and being envious and jealous of how they got there, find out how they got there.
Hey, oh yes. That is so true.
We have to learn how to glean behind somebody else. Everybody's always talking about getting Boaz. Before you get the Boaz, learn how to glean.
Right.
Before Esther got her Boaz, she had to learn how to go in that field and glean. And for some of us, we don't know how to glean. We don't know how to go behind the sister and see what she's done. We're so busy looking at her and pointing at her and saying, "Oh, she thinks she did. She thinks she did." No. That sister just know who she is. That's all that is. She knows who she is.
Right.
And so now you know who you are, so that you don't hurt that sister who's already moving in her purpose. She's moving in her vision. She's moving in her passion. And you're sitting there trying to figure out what you need to do. And you need to say to that sister, how did you get there?
Right.
How did you get there?
Right.
Then find out what your why is. Because every sister that's walking in her passion, walking in her mission and her vision, knows her why. She knows why she's here, why she needs to serve this group of people, and why it's important. That's what the why is. Why you're here to serve these group of people, why it's important, and why you are doing it. And that's what that sister knows. So I'm praying that everybody that comes on, I'm gonna repeat this again. This is the You Are Not Alone 2001 Women Empowerment Luncheon. It is going to be held virtually. It's going to be on Zoom. I put the link in. It's on Facebook. It's on because I can't, and the reason I kept looking down for everybody kept wondering what I was, because I can do one comment here and then I have to do the other comment on my phone. So I was
okay.
right comments on here on Streamline.
And then you said 2001 is 2021.
I'm sorry, 2021.
2021. You trying to take us back, huh?
I want you all to go click on that link, get your registration, get yourself prepared. Like I said, cook yourself a meal, have your lunch ready so you can sit before your computer and have yourself a good serving of food, and then also a good word that will encourage you and inspire you. So we're coming
Right.
up on our last 5 minutes. Uh, Come on here, sister. Let me know what we gonna be doing.
Well, you mean what we're going to be doing for us into the
Oh,
power of women's empowerment?
your last words. How?
Okay, my last word is that I want to thank everyone for supporting me with
Yeah,
not just my women's empowerment, but with my publishing company and with my Let's Talk 2 podcast. I
yeah,
want to thank everyone, all my clients that I have now, and because I'm claiming more clients before the year's
absolutely,
out. So
absolutely.
the upcoming clients, I want to thank you now
All right.
for supporting me. You understand what I'm saying? And if you have that vision, go for it. Go for it. Too many people sit and sit and sit. Go for it. It's your time. 2021 is your time.
It is.
2020 was bad timing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got a chance to reverse it. If you want that book out 2021, you can do it. You can do anything. If you want to open that business, you can do it. Do it.
Yes.
Put your mind to anything that you want to do and go do it. You have to put one leg in front of the other to take that forward and walk. If you want to walk up that ladder, how you going to get up the ladder? You have to climb that ladder. You just can't sit at the bottom of the ladder saying, oh, I think I want to write a book this year. Oh, I think I want to open up a business. I think I want to do this. I think I want. No, you got to go forward and do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And again, I want to thank everybody. Please go purchase and register your tickets. Well, register, please. This is so important. It's virtual, my first virtual conference. So y'all get register. Tell your friends, tell your family, and yes, men are allowed too. We ain't gonna leave out the men.
Love it. I love it. So, like I had even said that. I said it at the beginning. I know there are going to be some men because we can't leave the brothers out.
Right.
And not leave the brothers out. They need to participate too, because even if they feel like it's not for them, it could be for their sister, it could be for their daughter, it could be for their mother. And
Yeah.
you may not want to come, but you might say to your mother, "Mom, I saw these ladies. They was talking about this. This might be good. This
Yep.
might be good for you. These might be some women you want to connect with, or
Yep.
whatever the case may be." So it's not just for women; it's for
Right.
everybody. It's for
Right.
everybody, young and old alike. Don't think because you look at the pictures, everybody seems older. That just means we got a little bit more wisdom. That's all that. You can still come out, and you are young. You can still come out, and you can learn a little something that will empower you to get out there and do what you're doing. We have a lot of millenniums that are out there and they're hustling and stuff, but they
Right.
don't feel, even though they're walking in their vision, there's still something missing. And I want to say
Listen.
to you, you have an opportunity now to be around some women who can tell you that we've all been there,
Yes.
and how we got through those times of self-doubt, when we've gotten
Yes.
those times of fear, when we've gotten through those times of shame, and we were able to come through. So I hope that you will take the opportunity, come on, be a part of the conference. It's not too late to sign up. You still got another week here.
Yep.
It's just $15, but it's going to be $15 well spent.
Right.
Thank you so
Right.
much for coming on the show today. I really appreciate it. I have had on author, publisher, Charnell Williams, who will be doing her conference, and I call it a conference, I'm sorry, her conference. You are not alone. Women Empowerment Luncheon is going to be on May the 8th between the hours of 12 and 4:30. Please come. You are not going to walk away and not feel like you haven't been fed, because you
You're
will.
gonna get the goosebumps. You're gonna have goosebumps, Tremolo. You know how you get them goosebumps?
You're gonna have a wonderful time. You're gonna be laughing, maybe even crying, but you're gonna walk away with joy. You're gonna walk away empowered. You're gonna walk away stronger than when you came in, and hopefully you're gonna walk away with a few new friends that you will
That's
be
right.
connected with for the rest of the year, and maybe even the rest of your life.
Yes.
Once again, thank you for coming on the show. It was a
You're welcome.
pleasure. And I look forward to us hooking
Uh,
up on May the 8th.
that's right. That's right. I can't wait.
Wonderful time. We're going to have a wonderful time.
Yes.
I thank everybody who came on. I did see a few people. Thank you so much. I'm going in between two places, but I thank you all for coming. And I thank everybody who will watch this in the replay. Please, the links are there. Her information is there. Her publishing company I put in there. I've also put in her Twitter account, how you can reach her personally. Please reach out to her if you want to get published, if you want to know about the conference and her future conference. All right, so we're gonna leave you tonight, as I always leave out. This is Crazy Coach, and I am out.